This time, I've brought in a high-end brand, PPF. You'll also be able to see the difference between the Alibaba PPF featured in the previous video and this branded film. It is Trackday model from Zivent. As I mentioned before, Zivent is a Korean company and their products are top quality in the market. I'll also make comparison videos with Xpel, Stekruma, and others. I brought in a Tesla Model Y under similar conditions as last time. For the Ferris test, I made a pre-cut. My videos are for professionals working in shops or those who want to install it themselves. I focused on the convenience of work and the quality test of the product. Let's get started. Honestly, the Tesla hood is pretty easy to install, but I've seen films in my tests where the glue dries too quickly and leaves glue marks when you start squeegeeing from the middle. So I deliberately squeegeed from the middle first. The water drained better than I thought. And although I started from the middle, no glue marks were left. I even tried to drain the water hard with a hard squeegee. When I drained it like that, the Chinese film got scratched and I couldn't drain the water with a hard squeegee. But Zivent Trackday didn't leave a single scratch. Honestly, it's not a film to compare with Chinese film. It's a look that's been dried for about 10 minutes. You can see that it's quite firmly attached. I tried attaching PPF to the headlight. It moves well in soap water. If you do a tack solution, it doesn't move and stays well fixed. And thanks to the flexibility of the film, it was very easy to stretch the rest and work. Oh, what's happening? While I was tidying up something else for a moment, my camera fell right on the headlight I just finished working on. My heart was pounding. I carefully peel off the film. Fortunately, no damage was left. The film was torn and reinstalled, but it was really lucky that the car was not damaged. I'm still not used to camera shooting. It's quite sharp. If it wasn't for PPF, I think a big scratch would have been left on the headlight. I was really lucky. I calmed down again and proceeded with the fender work. If you do a tack solution, it's fixed right away, so it's really easy to work. The advantage is that it doesn't dry quickly, so even if you do a tack solution, the glue line doesn't stay in place right away. This was a big advantage. And another advantage is stretching. Stretching is honestly the best of all brands I've ever used. I've never seen or felt better stretching than this. Just look at the stretching when you install the headlight line. You can move to where you want without even applying heat. If the stretching is this much, even a person without experience can accurately catch the line. If you move like that after tack, a glue line can be created, but this film didn't leave any at all. This is magic. The Tesla side camera has a curve that comes out from the inside, so it's a little harder to stick than the curve on the outside due to the characteristics of PPF. It's not a big deal, but if you don't care and stick it, you might leave a glue line later. You have to install it loosely after the film. I've used more than 20 company products so far, and there are many films that don't stick well. On the other hand, Zivent sticks well, but it couldn't be the best. I guess it's because it's mid-tack. So if you use a steam gun, you can dry and stick it in a faster time. The film dried after 2 hours. You can easily stick it with your hand. You don't need to use a heat gun, it just dries and goes in by itself. Just looking at the mirror work, you can see how good the stretching is. No need for a long explanation. Just look. Even a first-time installer can make high quality. I started installing on the bumper. Just by putting it up, the film is already catching the shape of the bumper. Just align it well and stick it. I've already stuck it on both sides and I didn't have to use a heat gun or steam gun once. Just stick it where you want and it's over. Now PPF is no longer difficult for anyone. Even if it's a branded film, it didn't stretch like this. It's definitely a very expensive material. I'll show you a comparison video for a moment. Do you feel the difference?
My heart is heavy. I know I'm going to struggle. First, I'll show you the stretching. It looks almost impossible.
Could you feel the differences as shown in the video? As an installer, it feels a huge difference, but I'm curious how it looks from the viewer's perspective. please like and subscribe while watching the bumper install video. Because the stretching is good, you can install it by sticking the film and film tightly together. As you can see on the screen, even if the film is detached, it can be installed seamlessly. If the stretching is not good, it's hard to stick it tightly like that. I finished the bottom part and looked up, and I forgot to squeegee on the top of the bumper. The water was there for about 20 minutes. Fortunately, the glue didn't stick or the glue line didn't form, but I stuck it so narrowly that I left too many finger wrinkles. Each film company has a slightly different way of handling it, but Zivent Trackday sticks with tack solution and steam gun or heat gun, and a few hours later, when the water was all dry, it was rolled in. I conducted a water repellent test. I'll show you the look before and after installation. In the clip video, you can see that the water sticks to the car surface, so the water droplets do not form. However, after installation, you can see the effect of ceramic coating. It's true that most products these days come with this feature. However, there are a few products from some long-established companies that haven't been upgraded, so they still have that old-school water repellency, or their self-healing effects aren't as strong. This is a comparison video with Xpel Ultimate Plus. Naturally, Xpel Ultimate Plus has heated self-healing, so natural healing is impossible. I wonder if the Fusion Plus model might work. And another advantage of Zivent Trackday is self-healing, which disappears scratches by itself without heat. I tried to capture that look, but it was so hard to capture on camera that I brought it from another video. Based on the current prices, the two models are similarly priced. I know that the Zivent Trackday model is on sale right now, so it should be possible to purchase it at a similar price. It came to Canada this year. In reality, if you want to compare with Xpel, you have to do it with Fusion Plus, but if you compare it by price, you can only compare it like this. In reality, if you compare it like this, the Zivent is a winner. You can see that it self-heals to this extent without a heat gun. It's amazing. This is the first time I've seen a film like this. The score is 9.5 out of 10. Stretching is so good that it's easy to install. It's a little thicker than 8 mils and doesn't tear well. It's water repellent. Glossy is good. Self-healing without heat is amazing. Of course, depending on the installer, the feeling may be a little different, but it's worth trying at least once. I saved about 2 hours just doing one car in front. Stretching and self-healing were the best of the best among all companies. Order now, I personally recommend with confidence. I'll leave it under the site. And please subscribe and like.